Hello everyone, I am Hibzan Mas from Gausia College of Engineering. Our project is Data Backup and Recovery System. My team members are Sayada Mehek, Uzma Mahin and Vachanaji. Before getting into our project, let's see how to create an object in IBM Cloud. Get into the web browser and search for IBM Cloud. Now open IBM Cloud. Let's log into IBM Cloud now. Now let's log in into IBM. Search for Watson X AI Studio. Now select for the plan. We have the light plan here. We'll select this. Then I have read and agree. Correct this. Put a right on this checkbox. Let's create it. Now the Watson X.AI Studio page has been opened. Here this is KB. This is an encryption ID given for the particular account at the particular project. Next we'll click on to the launching. Once you launch in, you will get this page. Now click on new project. Let's create a project here. Now let's enter our project name, that is Data Backup and Recovery System. Now description. Now here we have to select the storage service, add. So we'll have this for free. Let's take light plan. Here you can see that the service name is Cloud Object Storage. Let's create it. To check where the your object storage has been stored, get into the main menu now. Get into the resource list. Here you can see that storage 1, that is Cloud Object Storage, default global. What we have created, the Cloud Object Storage, is active. As you see, the Cloud Object Storage is stored already here. To create a bucket, get into this Cloud Object Storage. You can see the page as bucket, service credentials, instance usage and plan. Here you can see that the create bucket button is showing. Click on create bucket. Create a custom bucket. You have to click here. Let's name our bucket as AWS Learn by Doing. As we have used this bucket name in the project as well, we have to create this. In object versioning, let's select it as enabled. Next, create bucket. Here you can see the notification which has come, the bucket created successfully. Then we have to upload an object that we can do by program as well as, or we can use the option as upload here. Create an object and drag the file and upload, or else you have to run the program and then upload. You can see here that the upload has completed. Now let's come back to our project. Now we have created the project in AWS. The prerequisites used are, that is AWS account, AWS IAM credential, AWS CLI. It is a command line to add the to perform the programs or to add the command lines. Next is Python environment and AWS backup vault. First here we have to, I have put the snapshots of AWS where we are working. First step is to log into AWS and open the AWS Management Console. Here you can see the services AWS Backup, CloudWatch, EC2, S3, IAM and VPC. Let's get into S3. In AWS we have to create the S3 storage, that is the object storage. First search for S3 in AWS, we'll get here. Once you get into the AWS S3, in the navigation bar, left navigation bar, you can see buckets, access points, object lambda, etc. First select the buckets and then create a bucket. Click on to the create bucket. Click on create bucket. Here you can put the name and region of your bucket. Here we are using the bucket name as AWS Learn by Doing. You can see that the bucket has been created, that is AWS Learn by Doing. Next step is bucket versioning. Here we have to version the bucket, that is in the bucket versioning there will be two options, that is enabled and disabled. We have to select as enabled. Next we have to run the programs for backup and recovery. We have to first install the AWS SDK for Python. For that we have to run the command line as pip install boto3. You can see that the boto3 has been installed. Next run the command line AWS configure. Then to upload a file in the created bucket, that is AWS Learn by Doing bucket, we have to run this following program in the command line or the AWS CLI to upload a file into the bucket. Once you run the program, you can see that the bucket has been loaded with a file, that is s3 underscore AWS underscore backup underscore demo underscore text. Here after creating an object or after uploading a file, you have to do the object encryption. Once you click on to the object, there will be a button called as action. In that we have to select as change encryption. In encryption there will be two options, that is AES 256 and AWS KMS. Here we will select AES 256. For that what we have selected, to ensure that it is been uploaded, get into the properties of the bucket, object, and then check in the overview of the object file. After that, let's get into the AWS backup. Search for the AWS backup. In order to upload or in order to backup a file, first we have to create a backup plan. You can see there an option is present that has create a backup plan. Click on to that. You will get this page, that is create on demand backup. Here you will fill the resource type, bucket name, and then we have to fill the retention period, that is up to 7 days, 1 month or 1 day. We'll select here 1 day, and the IAM role will select as default role itself. Then we'll create on demand backup. Before creating an on demand backup, we have to create a backup vault. Here we are creating a backup vault by giving the name s3 underscore backup underscore vault. Then after creating a backup vault, we have to come back to create on demand backup, then put the backup vault as s3 underscore backup underscore vault, and then click on create on demand backup. After that, in order to backup our file, we have to run the program in the AWS CLI or the command line, that is a Python script to backup the file. Here you can see the program which is run by us. This is the program. Once you run this program, you can see that the object file has been backed up. To check where the object file is backed up, you have to check in the first get into, as we are in the AWS backup only, see the left navigation bar where the jobs option is present. Click on jobs. You can see their backup jobs, restore jobs and copy jobs. In backup jobs you can see that the backup is been running. Here you can see that the backup has been completed. The status it is showing as completed. Next, to restore the file, let's delete the file first. Get into the AWS Learn by Doing bucket, then select a file. Once you select a file, you'll see that the delete option will be available. Click on delete. You will get the confirmation page for to delete the object. You have to type delete and confirm the delete objects. Here you can see that the object has been deleted. The status is showing here successfully deleted objects. Next, here you can see that the bucket is empty now. Let's restore the file. To restore the file, we have to run this program in the command prompt or the AWS CLI. This is the recovery program which is run by us. Once you run this program, you can see that you can check in the restore jobs that you can see in the restore jobs that the restore is been completed. Here the status is showing as completed in the green color. Therefore, this is our project implementation, that is the data backup and recovery. We have done all the jobs. Now let's get into the error handling, how we can handle errors while doing this.
These are the challenges we face for error handling. First is permission issue. Ensure the IAM role has sufficient permission for S3 access and AWS backup operation. Error access depend verify role permissions. Second, invalid resource identifier. Double check the S3 bucket AR and ensure the bucket exists. Error resource not found. Verify ARN and service availability. Monitor AWS service health for any outage or interruptions. Next, error service unavailable. For this errors service unavailable, for retry after some delay. Next, network issue. Ensure no network firewall issue block access to AWS service. Error timeout. For this, check network setting and retry. And here backup job failures. Check AWS backup logs for error and verify the backup configurations. Error backup job failed. For the shown error will be backup job failed. For this, investigate AWS backup logs for details and CloudWatch logs failures. Verify CloudWatch log group and stream configuration. For this error shown, log stream not found. For ensure proper CloudWatch logs setup. Next, timeouts. Ensure the backup job timeout window if needed. For this error shown, job timeout. Consider adjusting timeout setting. Partial backup. Verify all resources are backup, especially with large S3 buckets. For these S3 buckets, the error will show partial failures. With these partial failures, identify failed resource in log.
Now let's overlook on merits of data backup and recovery system. First is data security and protection. It means backup system safeguards against data loss due to unforeseen events such as hardware failure, cyber attacks, or accidental deletion, ensuring the continuity of vital information. The second is business continuity. In the event of system failure, having a backup and recovery strategy ensures minimum disruptions to business operations, facilitating swift restoration of services and reducing downtime. The third one is regulatory compliance. It means for industries bound by regulatory frameworks. Regular data backup is often mandated to ensure that crucial records are or preserved in accordance with legal obligations. The next one is risk mitigation. It means by maintaining redundant copies of critical data. The next is operational efficiency. It means a well implemented backup and recovery plan streamlines the process of data restoration. The next is cost savings. It means proactively implementing a data backup and recovery system can save significant costs associated with data loss. The last one is peace of mind. It means knowing that there is a robust mechanism in place to protect critical data provides a sense of security to both businesses and individuals, allowing them to focus on innovation and growth without constant concern over data integrity.
Next, let's see the future enhancement of the project. It means how the project can be enhanced in the future. First is cloud integration. Increased use of cloud-based solutions for real-time, scalable and off-site backups, reducing the reliance on physical storage. That is, we have to increase the cloud storages for the real-time and the off-site backups. Next is automation. That is to implement the automated backup process and intelligent recovery. Third is AI and machine learning. Leveraging AI to predict potential system failures and optimize recovery strategies by learning from patterns in backup data and system behaviors. This ensures us for the time saving and the performance time. Next is blockchain technology. It enhances the data integrity through decentralized backup systems, ensuring tamper-proof records and more secure restoration. Next is faster recovery times. Development of advanced technology such as instant recovery and granular recovery to minimize downtime and speed up the restoration of large data sets. Sixth is data deduplication, that is, the improved algorithms for eliminating redundant data during backup, saving storage space and speeding up the backup process. Seventh is disaster recovery as a service. The continued rise of DRS offering businesses cost-effective cloud-based solutions for comprehensive disaster recovery without the need for on-premises infrastructure. Eighth is quantum computing. By using the quantum computing, we will have the future advancements in quantum computing cloud revolutionize encryption and backup storage, offering the unprecedented speed and security. Thank you.